Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to another edition of the Bianconerizonechannel Live. My name is Justin Sofro. It's my pleasure to have you with us today. With me is Julian Genotti. How are you today, sir?
Hi, everyone. I'm doing well. Justin, how are you?
I'm doing splendid. It's lovely to have you all back. Get excited to talk about Juventus and the transfer market. Okay, I'll go back. I don't know why I just like doing that for some reason. All right, welcome back to Visionary Zone Live. So we've got a good show for you today. We're doing a little bit something different, something new that we're starting. We're going to talk about what are our plans, or what would we like to do with I guess we're doing. It's basically a game of buy or sell. Basically, is really what it is.
Pretty much.
So it's sell or keep. We're going to talk about a bunch of different. Right now, we're going by the defender group. Through those players, some of those might be a little bit more. I guess. Well, there's a little bit of drama there, but not as much drama as maybe in the midfield will bring us here in a couple of days. Yeah. But we have a couple of stories that we want to talk about before we do anything. Before we get into anything, how's your day been going? Anything crazy for us here?
Nah, standard Friday, mail it in, just take it easy at work, for me anyway. You?
Not really. I've just been working. Like I said, I literally just ran until I got here today. Yeah. But then the one thing that happened was I didn't realize that today was the start of the Olympics.
Oh, you didn't?
Something I didn't know about. No, I had no idea. Which is usually something I look forward to enough. Oops, yeah, I had the sound on. I look forward to enough, but just one reason I wanted to bring this up is, I think, me being an American, a lot of times, the American team is usually well known for the basketball team. Yeah. And this year's team sucks.
Oh, yeah.
I found out, I was like, why do they suck so bad? And I looked at the roster and I was like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So I guess it's because of the pandy and all the situation going on with that with Japan. Nobody is allowed to come. Nobody's allowed to have their mistresses or anything else come either. So, all the normal shenanigans that go along with the Olympics, I guess all the, NBA stars were like, nah, we're good. Send whoever straight out of college can go now. So they're just getting waxed by Australia and just a bunch of random teams I never would have. Australia's fine. They have a solid basketball team, but never would have expected. Anyway, I just want to talk about the Olympics real quick. It was just crazy. And then, the reason I also brought it up was I didn't realize Italy doesn't have a soccer team in it, or football, if you want to say that. And I guess the one that didn't qualify had Chiesa and Barella. Who else was on it?
Their U21 setup. It goes from a U23 setup apparently. And about the European Championship, and obviously, I think we lost to Portugal 5-3 or 5-4, some ridiculous scoreline. We lost in extra time to Portugal, and Italy's not there. But sorry, I'm just there's two good teams. It's Spain and Brazil. It's usually not really good. France sent Andre Gignac and Florian Thauvin for France. It's not good quality.
It's just wild to me when you have a situation like that. There's plenty of times where I see it and I'm like, wait a sec. There's so many players that are good. Why are they not playing in the Olympics? To me, the Olympics should be the top of the top, but I guess it doesn't work out that way.
No, it's U23 plus 3 overage players.
Right. So.
Yeah, that's why Pedri's still out to go. That's why Danielle almost still out to go for Spain. But
right.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So we'll see what goes on with that. Anyway, that's just something I wanted to touch on real quick, because otherwise I'll forget. But it's just something I thought was interesting enough to bring up. Getting the Olympics started, we have a very diverse fan base, or a community here of people. A fan base as Juventus, and then a community with our channel where they have all kinds of countries all over. They're probably set for the Olympics as well. Yeah. So I guess the first topic of the day is that the situation with Zakaria and Bakayoko, which is basically about the new midfield targets for Juventus, who they could have, potentially coming in. That would be after the purchase of Locatelli gets completed, whenever that gets completed.
I'm starting to get a bit nervous of my end of July shout my take that he'd be a player by the end of July. I'm kind of getting nervous about that now.
I'm starting to too. I think there's plenty of times, I think in the last week, I want to say maybe it was Friday, where I was like, I'm sure we'll have some solid news by this week.
Yeah.
I thought there'd be something would come up, and here we are.
Yeah.
With nothing, nothing going on. I was trying to find. So basically, just saying the last days, Juventus have asked for information on Zakaria. Am I saying that right? Zakaria. Do you know?
Yeah, Zakaria. Yeah.
Okay. There's after Boliche, I will never. I'm second guessing myself on everything now. I guess I should have known, but I don't know why in my mind I was like, I guess because Nico in Ikeo, I was like, maybe it's not Italian, maybe it's not, maybe I don't know or whatever. And I was just like, maybe it's Bally's, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Boliche, okay, I'm glad. But if you all ever hear me say something, some people in the comments, let me know so I can say it right. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not important to people, but that's how I view it. Anyway, so Juventus is looking into Zakaria and then Bakayoko. What are your? I guess just open it up. What are your breakdowns since you're the expert in this field? With these players?
We know enough. You and I. We have good opinions on everything. Don't worry about it. It's not just me. For Tamui Bakayoko specifically, no. Like just stop. Like he played 44 games, I believe, for Napoli last year. He scored like 2 goals. He's just meh. It's not going to elevate the midfield. It's just going to make it more average than it already is. Zakaria, he's a different little prospect there. He's 24 years old. I think he's got 2 years left on his contract. He did well with Mönchengladbach this past season and the year previous. They're in the Champions League. They were in the Champions League recently, and he's put in some good performances. And of course, we saw the own goal in the Euro Cup. So whatever, it's fine, it happens. But he's still a very strong player. Again, probably don't need him because he's another holding midfielder type, and we've got some players like that already. Is he an instant upgrade on a guy like Bentancur or Rabiot? I don't know if it's an instant impact, but he would be a different kind of player.
He brings some size too. Isn't he like 6'3"? He's pretty big, right?
Yeah. He's a big boy.
Yeah. And I think whenever I hear about the topic of Bakayoko, I think he's a player that's is it fair to say overhyped? I feel like I hear people praise him and talk about him a lot more than maybe he deserves. Bakayoko. Sorry, I switched. Sorry, I flipped it on you a little bit. And I feel like I just hear that all the time. Or maybe it's just agents that are pushing it all the time.
It's always agents because when he can't even play for Chelsea, and he's gone on 3 straight loans. He's gone to Milan, Monaco, and now Napoli, and now he's trying to go on another one. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we want to be near Chelsea's level. We don't want to be near Monaco, or Milan, and Napoli. So we gotta just get better targets.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. If you're in the chat, let me know your thoughts on these players. Do you like either one of them? What are your thoughts between the two? I don't know how long we want to stay on this, especially when we're obviously going to get into these defenders to break down. But also, the hour goes by quick every time. I feel like we start talking about the situation with these. If y'all have strong opinions, let me know. If not, let's see. Tavira says Zakaria and Bakayoko are not the solution to our creativity problems. Yeah.
Correct. 100%.
Mohammed says Zakaria and Bakayoko are not Juventus quality. Latest on Awar. Oh, he threw in the Awars at the end. That's awesome. He has started the preseason, but will leave. Leon's asking price has been raised to $35 million. I mean, I like Awar. I would definitely take him. The only thing is, how much are you hearing? I have heard nothing about Juventus. The main thing I've heard was that they're not looking into him right now. Is what I've heard.
Yeah,
since they cooled off on Awar.
The thing is, the price is going to get so inflated because Arsenal and Tottenham are in on him. So we're all automatically out of that race. Because although he is a necessity, it's one that we're not going to go into that race with. You know what I mean? We're not going to battle Tottenham and Arsenal for him. We're just gonna look probably elsewhere.
Yeah. The fix was always in Baka Ono.
Yeah.
Yes. Agreed. Anyway, I guess we can move on to the next topic. This is kind of we can give an update while we're moving on. So I think Alejandro threw it down there in the chat. But basically, because we're going to talk about the topic with Gabriel Jesus and his situation, but then also there is now news that Juventus, this is from DiMarzio. So this is like a lot of the reasons why we're doing these shows that we do at this time. It's because, DiMarzio is supposed to be dropping Juventus-related news. And finally we have it. He's saying that Juventus have entered the race for Caio Jorge. The club is ready to take advantage of the slowdown between Milan and Santos. Santos are asking for about 10 million euros. But we'll come back to that at the end, but I wanted to, make sure I got that statement out there before I forgot about it. Going on to the topic about Gabriel Jesus, basically what we have is he would be the option to replace Ronaldo should he leave, and that's an ongoing situation. And now it seems like he may leave, and when he leaves, it may not be till August. So it's just going to, the later and later it gets, the more of honestly a pain in the ass it becomes for the club in general. But basically, he's the first option for Juve. Basically, what we have is they're saying that should Ronaldo leave, Gabriel Jesus will be the main target. Man City values him at 50 to 60 million euros. Juventus will ask for a long-term loan with payments over multiple years. We've talked about it before. I don't know how much we've talked about it on here, but I've been pretty high on Gabriel Jesus. It seemed to me like before today, his name it was another one that seemed to have cooled down for quite a bit. Or maybe it just was. I think it's because it takes so many little steps to get there.
Correct. I think I've been pushing this a lot of times when I say if Harry Kane was to go to Man City, which it's still a very high possibility, that Gabriel Jesus becomes expendable, and I would strongly advise not to spend 50 to 60 mil on him. I would say a loan, classic loan, and with an obligation to buy after, and payments would be fine. Of like 35 to 40 mil. But 650 or 6, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The guy scores like maybe 10, 12 goals a year.
Yeah.
I was suggesting he comes in as a depth forward, not as a Ronaldo replacement. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what the talk was before. It was always, I think when all the times that I was doing the news shows, it was always, this would be like our fourth guy. Or this would be, whatever, that kind of situation. Not that this would be our top tier guy that we're going to, put out there in front of Chiesa, Dybala, who have you, or whatever situation. So, but no, I mean, if they're going to treat him that way, that's the only reason, I wonder is, if Juventus is throwing out that, that perception of, he is the guy, the big purchase. I don't like that. I don't really like that option at all. I don't know. I guess we can throw in, since we're talking about, I mentioned the Caio Jorge news. If you were to have to pick, between the two, which one do you go with? They're not really the same. It's not the same, obviously. No. Because Caio Jorge would be more of a Ronaldo States. He's that fourth guy.
Yeah.
He's a cheaper option.
Yeah. So Caio Jorge would be like that 10 million euro fee. That's too much as well. His contract ends in December. Just wait, if anything. There's no point. If you want to pay like $1 million or $2 million, you guys, we're Juventus. We're not going to get bullied from Santos. That's the end of the day. At the end of the day, if Milan wants to go spend $6 million, let them go spend it. Mm-hmm. That's my opinion on it. If it bites us in the butt in the long run, okay, I get it. Oh well, but current state, money's money. Money's tight.
You're looking at a player who has a goal, 2 goals, maybe. I can't remember what it was this season.
Yeah,
he didn't have
second goal this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, a week ago.
So he hasn't proven enough, and then also, like I said, it's just one of those players that's getting hyped as he's going to be that next big time player. But there's no evidence to prove that yet. So,
correct.
I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Anybody else commenting on these two? Let's see. Mohammed says about Aouar wants to play at UCL. That's the latest. No bid from United or Liverpool. He won't decide on Spurs or Arsenal until August. Mohammed also said 50 to 60 million is so much. Vlahovic is the same value. Jesus should never score. Jesus has never scored 20 league goals. Yeah, that's a very good point. Honestly, I would. As much as that, whatever that position that puts us in for this coming season, I wouldn't risk just trying to pick up whoever you may have when you could wait for Vlahovic next season. I don't know. I'd rather allocate that money for that in the future. Let's see. Andrew was asking, is he worth 50 million though? What do people think? I think we're both in agreement. No, we don't think he is. No. Let's see. Edgar Mula Mula says, I know Juve are broke, but I believe we can afford Pogba and Locatelli. If we can get rid of I can see your head before I even, pick up my eyes. If we also get rid of CR7, wage bill reduces and we can get Icardi. And then if we pass someone down the room, we must be getting at least 2 serious midfielders. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I agree with you. I wish. Like I would, like I said, we went into this whole market kind of thinking, like I said, I'm not going to go back into the Romeo Gresti, the Pogba and Locatelli things that played out the way they played out. I don't know. I think it's Locatelli, and I think what we talked about today, why am I blanking the name we said earlier? Not Bakayuku. Zakaria. Yeah, I think Zakaria. Yeah. I think that's more of what you're looking at, that kind of level, if they're going to get another guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say the Pogba train's left the station. Yeah. He's most likely going to PSG.
Yeah, and that's the bottom of France right now.
What's up?
Yeah, I'd say the train is headed to France right now.
Yes, that's where it's going. It's skipping by Torino. It's going right to France.
It's upsetting because, like I said, I know a lot of us are Pogba fans.
Yeah, of course.
We want him back, but then it's just the way it's playing out right now. And I mean, I'm getting, it's either, of course, I don't know. I don't know his situation. I don't know if it's he wants to go back to France. I don't know if it's he wants, PSG money. A lot of people would want PSG money.
Yeah.
I don't know how much his love for Juventus would really play into it at all. Like, I'm sure they would be his second option, if anything, if not first. But I also don't know what kind of, commitment, Arriva Bene and Cherubini would really have to try to go after Pogba. Like, what they're really, if that's really what they, I don't know, want to pursue.
I think if they had the money, 100% they'd get him. But at the end of the day, it's just not there. So he's gonna go make his way to PSG, take his crazy contract extension there. And he's going to go actually win trophies with PSG instead of being at United and go trophyless for 4 years. It's his ambition, right? It's not everyone's saying like, oh, he's not being ambitious going to PSG. Like, he is instead of Man United. He's going to go win trophies. I know it's going to be Ligue 1, but he has a better chance of winning a Champions League. At their,
you got Donnarumma. You got
So I don't blame him.
I mean, they're putting together a freaking Megazord over there.
Yeah,
like if they don't win, I don't know how you make up an excuse to not win, or like if you don't win next season.
Yeah,
like especially if you bring Pogba on as well.
Yeah.
That's just my thought on it. Anyway, any other comments on Jesus in that situation? Either him or Kyle George. Really, I mean, that's
the play. I'd rather have Jesus, but if we're getting Kyle George for a lower, like I said, €1 million, I'd rather have Kyle George.
Yeah, he's youth could potentially. I mean, if anything, you'd be plus villains down the line.
At the end of the day, it'd be that.
At least. All right. Let's actually just go ahead and jump into. I think is there any other news that we really have for the day that we want to talk about or break down? Otherwise, I'm good to jump into the whole our defender whatever situation. There might be some news stories will pop up and we'll talk about in the middle of this. Some of them are associated with these players. At the end, but anyway, let's just go ahead and jump into it if you'd like. We'll start off with the keeper sell. I guess. Well, I don't know if you want to call it a segment or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Call it a segment. I was about to say it's a segment.
Yeah, call it. Yeah, it's a segment. I think we're going to start off with the secondary captain of Juventus, because I think Chiellini's still, even when he wasn't playing for the longest time. We'll start with Bonucci, Leonardo Bonucci. We'll start with him, the center back.
Shock.
Let's see. We got
keep.
Right. This is shocking. We're both on keep. Actually. I was trying to think about this today because there are parts of me that are like, I was driving around while I was working, and I'm like, what am I going to have to say about specific players? Like, I don't want to just be like keep and that's it. But there is a conversation to be had when it comes to Bonucci, mainly because the reason not for me. I personally would keep Bonucci regardless. That's Yeah, we have people like Andrew saying keep Leo, even if he pisses me off sometimes, and that's kind of what I want to get into. It's like, what is the argument for fans? Because I know there were plenty of fans who were like, sell Leonardo, send Bonucci out, send him wherever, do whatever. And I understand there was this, going to stay. Let's move on. Hey, okay, well, we will I just want to bring this up real quick. The main thing that I wanted to talk about was like, I remember last year a lot, or like not last year. Sorry, I keep going, like 2019, 2020 at the end there, from there between, and then of last season, like before last season started, there was a lot of people that were trying to push Bonucci out the door. They were ready to get him gone. And my mindset was, okay, so what's your reasoning with this? If you sell Bonucci, who are you putting in there? I mean, are you just ready to move on to what we believed was going to be the like Demiral situation right away? Does that make sense when I'm trying to like, I just didn't understand that groundswell. I understand his ass.
His half-ass defending sometimes against the smaller teams or like even on a bigger scale. It's frustrating because he's a lot better than that. I've always said that when there's a big game on the line, he usually like his mentality is to win the game at whatever you can do, and that's when he's at his best. So you still need depth. You still need some players at center back because he's aging. He'll get hurt. We've seen Demiral. He's a Band-Aid sometimes. De Ligt's been hurt. Chiellini obviously has been hurt. So you still need depth, and you still need good depth. So. That's my reasoning. We need to keep him.
Yeah, to me, I don't know. He's in his 30s. He's still. I mean, obviously, you see what he did in the Euros, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll move on from him because we have a list of guys. But basically, I never understood that concept. I was like, I keep him even if you have to bench him. I still keep him.
Sure.
I don't know. I just never saw the positive really in getting rid of him. Okay, we can move on to our next guy.
Yeah.
And okay, this is a serious conversation we have. What do we do with Giorgio Chiellini? I'm kidding.
Firstly, we sign him and then we keep him.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, first we do need to re-sign him because he's not under contract with Juventus now. I mean, I think how many games does he need to play this season? It's like 18. He needs to play 18 games, and then he'll be in third place for most appearances, caps, whatever. Yeah, appearances for Juventus. I don't know. Like to me, Chiellini. My top players of all time with Juventus for me as a fan have been, obviously most people Del Piero and Buffon, and I could really put Chiellini in there too now.
100%.
Like that's my triumvirate right there. So that's all I'm gonna say. Keep him. There's, if you want to kick him out the door, you're insane. That's the only thing I would say, especially after we just saw that performance, throughout the Euros.
Yeah.
All right. Alea, let's move on to the next one. And here we got Matthias de Ligt. Again, we're waiting until we get to the guys. This one's obvious.
Yeah.
The guy who was, pushed to be the next captain potentially. Well, him and Dybala might need to fight it out. I guess it's the way that it seems to be heading of Juventus. Are we both on the same page? It appears so from what I'm looking at on the screen.
There's gone today. You keep him. It is what it is. It's easy. He's a generational defender. It's done.
Barcelona
go suck it.
That's it. Go suck it. He's staying here. All right. Okay. Now we can start getting. And then the next one, here's where the interesting part comes. And this one might be, I don't want to say it's the most interesting one, but the one that we can actually have more of a conversation about. And that is with Mary Demiral and his situation going forward. And I know there's been a lot of, but the thing is like I put sell, but the reason I put this is not because I don't want him to be a Juventus player, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if I talk a lot, so let me let you talk, and then I'll give my explanation, which may be the same thing, but go ahead.
It's so we can sign a player in a position of need. So if we sell Demiral, we can get a player in an advanced midfielder role. This is why you sell Demiral. It's asset management. Nothing against the dude, but it is what it is. Yeah,
I saw there was somebody in the comments, and I had to talk about them. about the situation with Demiral, where they were like, well, why don't you want Demiral? Why do you want two aging defenders or whatever? I mean, they're the two aging defenders that are on the top of their game. Like they're still like Demiral, there's certain situations where I still question, his. I don't know. Like his level of competition sometimes, but also like his wherewithal when it comes to getting yellow cards. He's always going to get like a yellow card like every match he plays. But anyway, my main issue with him was, unfortunately, the way it stands in the situation with him is that we don't have money. We talk about this every single day when we do this show. We ain't got no money, guys, and we need some money. And unfortunately, I guess we could say the management hasn't gotten enough, talent. Or when I say that, what I mean is gotten enough valuable talent that maybe isn't something that we really want to keep, if that makes sense, where we could actually turn that over and sell it. He's our one, shining option that a lot of people may want to pursue. Yeah. And that's why he's been up for sale all market. And that's why, unfortunately, you're going to have to sell him. Because, your Premier League teams that are interested in him, it seems that Anta is the one that are really pushing for him. And I think the situation with that is if they were to selling Romero to Tottenham, then that's where they would go full steam ahead for Demiral to Atalanta. Whether Atalanta can pay what Juventus is asking, we'll see. I know that, Juventus fluctuated back and forth between, I think 35 was the lowest I've seen them go. I'm guessing more than likely 35. 30 to 35 might be the range that they're probably going to be able to get.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's my. Let me. Don't want to leave you guys out, so let me look at what they're saying. If someone says sell Delict, I am closing the stream. Don't lose the defender for the next decade. No, I promise you. I don't know a single person that would want to get rid of Delict. Like the
only way he's leaving is if his release clause is met and he wants to leave. That's the only way he's leaving.
Yeah. It's all up to him. It's his choice. Yeah. If he wants to stay at Juventus for the rest of his life, unless he gets like a career level injury kind of thing, more than likely he'll stay at Juventus. Fixes always in sell. ROFL MFAO FTW said street Demiral. I'm guessing you meant sell. I don't know what that. Muhammad, sell Demiral if someone pays 40 million or maybe even 35. Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, definitely. We need money. We need to get players in other positions, unfortunately. And I understand, yes, there is a very good chance that a couple years down the road, we're going to be wishing we had another center back whenever, Chiellini and Bonucci both hang it up, and then we're like, what are we doing? And trying to plug people in there. And then we've got an aging Rugani there eventually. Anyway, Tamiro said keep Demi Wall and sell Rugani, and Sandro's so obvious. Yeah. That's easier said than done. But also that doesn't bring in the same amount of money. Edgar, every man has a price. Okay, Mohammed said Demiral pay Awar. They will not get off Awar at all. Yeah. Let's see. Clement says we have to talk to Demiral and try to convince him.
I think he wants to leave himself if he's not guaranteed a spot.
Yeah, I think I just talked about that in the news the other day. I think I said all the days just run together. I do it every single day, so I don't remember what day it was. But he basically said he sat down with the management and said, "I want to play. If not, I want you to move me."
Yeah.
The problem is we want to move him, but we don't want to do you don't want to do a loan with no obligation to buy. You don't want to get stuck with any of that crap.
Yes. Sell get money. Let's move.
Yeah. I'd say Demiral is a solid 30 million in the pot, unlike his discipline at times. That's fair. Let's say, how much will we fetch for Bonucci or Demiral will determine my decision on if we sell or keep. We're not selling Bonucci.
No,
we're not selling him. It's not likely. Let's see, Julian, how do you type this fast to reply in chat? iPad. Sorry, I just saw you said that already. Oh, I didn't realize. I mean, you could just say this to people instead of text. You could talk over me if I.
No, it's okay. We're good.
Okay. And then Samrat said swap with Gosens. I would love if there's ever a possibility of that. It's not going to happen. I don't think. I mean,
I'm gonna
What do you
argue
think?
that this is
Oh,
our
really?
first disagreement.
Yeah. No,
I
I'm
do
here for
not
it.
want Gosens on the team if we play at 4 in the back. I don't think he's defensively stable enough to do that. He's a classic wingback that fits a system and does well in that system. You saw for Germany, he plays that as a wingback. You saw for Atalanta, he plays as a wingback. I've never seen him play left back before. Who knows? I don't think he's good at strictly defending and playing as a unit. We don't know. Will he take space away from the left winger? Who knows?
Yeah. My only question to that is, so if you're gonna disagree on Gosens, do you just want to tell the entire chat again that they're dumb? I guess. No, I'm kidding. No, those are fair points. I just look at the options that we have and what it really
No,
be.
for sure. But I think Sandro is a better full-on left back than what Gosens as a full-on left back, not a left wing back, a left back. There's a difference.
Oh, okay.
There's more license to go forward as a wing back.
Mm-hmm.
So.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. Guys, just make sure you attack Giannotti. I believe his Twitter account is, what is it, at Giannotti 15 or something like that? I think I said 151, like it's freaking Pokemon
no, it is
for some reason.
I typed it in. You can chirp me all you want.
There you go. Also, go follow him. Get him some followers, guys. Also, make sure you give us some likes. Whatever likes are, they're not enough. If we don't get more likes in the next 30 seconds, I'm gonna cancel the stream. Anyway, let's move on to our next defender.
Yeah,
we talked about Demiral in the situation. Okay, and the next one we have is the Romanian Radu Dragusin. The ongoing situation with him. I'll let you talk because you had some pretty poignant thoughts on Dragusin and his defense when he did play this season. I think also just go ahead and get it out of the way because we're both going to say it. Yeah. If it depends on the Locatelli situation. Yeah. If Sassuolo wants him, he's yours.
Put him in. Put him in.
No offense.
Yeah. Put him in the deal. Yeah. Again, he's 6th on the depth chart. If he's wanted by Sassuolo and Radu Dragusin's serious about playing the game, go to Sassuolo, go play. It only makes sense. If he needs a loan, still go. If he's not part of the Sassuolo deal, still go on loan somewhere. He needs to play. He's only gonna play 3 or 4 games max. So.
And he's just not up to par to what Juventus needs in the defense right now. He just needs a lot of time to develop, and you're not going to get that at Juventus, not with the first team.
Yeah, no.
Fix is always says, tough one. Sell with buyback. The lad needs some playing time and to learn without the pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I couldn't remember. I was like, there's certain ones that Giannotti's like, don't even buy back. I don't want him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to remember if there's one of those.
Yeah.
For Bota, you don't care as much. We'll get to him in a sec. Yeah. So, right now we're both on selling of Dragusin. And this one gives me heart palpitations. This is the next one that we're going to talk about, and that's Danielle. This freaking guy.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Did it work? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, one sec, guys.
No, I think we're good. I think you just had a little glitch.
Okay, I think that was just Skype, actually, because both went out.
Yeah.
So I think that was Skype. Anyway, all right, we're on to Danielle Irigani. This guy, this guy makes me physically sick when he's playing on defense for Juventus, and I have a feeling that we both have him for sale, but I think we both are going to have a season, or I'm going to have a season where I will continue to get physically ill when he is out there playing for Juventus, because I don't think he's going to get moved. I think we both say sell. I think that's an obvious sell, but I kind of have a feeling. Do you feel like somebody's going to swoop in and save us at the last second again, or do you think it's that we need that for potential depth since we're going to sell Demiral?
It depends. If Demiral is sold, if Dragusin is sold, you need to keep Rugani just because he's a warm body. But if an offer of 3 million comes in, if an offer of 3 million comes in, you sell him. I don't know what the hell happened to him. I don't know like, cause he was fine. He was a fine player before Sarri came to Juventus.
Yeah.
When I say fine, I don't mean like he was great. He was good. He was just
Serviceable.
fine as a sub. Like when he went in, I didn't shit my pants, or you didn't have heart palpitations, like you said. Like I don't know what happened, but something happened, and he needs to go unless we sell other players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. I was trying to think if there's really much else to say about Irigani, but yeah, he is barely a warm body that can be thrown out there. And I don't know, maybe I was just so taken aback during the Saudi season that maybe he'll come back and maybe he'll prove me wrong under Allegri back. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Allegri maybe he's I guess, because, okay, in the United States, I don't know how they really, when you do ratings of players, it's like a 5-star system or whatever. Yeah, maybe he's the 2-star whisperer. Maybe he could get something out of this guy that I did not see there. We'll see. But yeah, like a lot of guys, people in the chat are saying, let's see, sell him. You sell if any offer comes in. Real Betis possibly. If someone pays $2 million, sell him. No loan, only permanently. Yeah, I think honestly the problem is like I don't know how many people are going to be open to be like, yeah, we want this permanently, even for $2 million. We'll see. If we play 3 at the back, keep him. But if we play 2 at the back, sell him at all costs.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. Let's move on. Like I said, this goes by quick before we know it.
Yeah.
We have in this one. It's Juan Quadrado. I'm never going to say sell him right now. It's not going to happen. Well, at least it's not going to happen from my point of view. The only thing I can see is if Juventus, not now, but, earlier in last season, even there was never a time I was really, really hypercritical of him as a player. But there were a couple times, I think I can't remember who it was. There were a couple places that were interested in him. I don't know if you recall what I'm talking about, where I was like, maybe it's a possibility if they needed to bring in money to bring in, players like Pogba or something like that to get money. But outside of that, it's just he does something that very few players in the midfield do right now as a defender, and that's it's just he just creates for the offense. He creates for the attack to do anything. So what are your thoughts on the situation with Quadrado?
He needs to extend his contract. He earned it. He had a career year last year. I've said this before. 15 assists at least playing as a defender, as a right back. But like you said, he sparks attacks. He was the main threat on when we attacked. When Ronaldo played forward, it was always get the ball wide right. He does his thing, he does his little body feint, cross the ball in and hope. And that's not the best style of play, but he's so good at it that it is effective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was reading the chat and Fix is always in keep. Yep. He's such a quality player. Keep him from Andrew.
Yep.
Ari says, when does his contract expire? Rugani's contract. He's still on for
I think this is last year. I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it's last year. No. Well, keep answering, and then I'll get back to you shortly.
Okay, yeah. I'll read some of these. I don't know why I thought it was a lot longer. Maybe I'm mixing, like I said, my brain had the time with all these. But yeah, you let me know once you find that. Anyway, okay.
2023.
Muhammad's,
so 2 more years.
Oh, right. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was even longer than that. I thought it was like 4 years or something. Anyway, Muhammad says 100% keep him. I'm muting. We'll open when we move on. Okay. Anyway, Tariro, I used to criticize him AF, but now his versatility is what we need. Keep him 100%. Yeah, keep Quadrado. And then Samrat I was going to come back to that, man. I saw you posted it again. But he was saying, he asked the question of Pessina to Juventus.
Is that for a swap with Demiral?
No, I think he's just the topic of Pessina to Juventus. At all.
I understand he had a decent season with Atalanta and he was fine in the Euro Cup. But come on, we need better. In my opinion.
Yeah, I think it could be an option down the line if he continues to develop or something. But not right now. James Tonin says, "Oof, Father Time will come for Quadrado. Sell him to Milan." That's our one varying opinion right there when it came to him. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen it yet though. I haven't seen anything that indicates to me that Quadrado's going to excuse me, is going to be slowing down anytime soon. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I saw where you put that again. All right, Quadrado. Let's move on. We got the Danilo situation. Well, it's not a situation. We have Danilo. Danilo's our next one. I think we were both when it came to Danilo. Yeah, we were both on keep. I'm sure once we get to some other places, maybe we'll have some.
In midfield, we'll have differing opinions.
Well, I would also say this team is also kind of, with a lot of these players, it's kind of polarizing for the most part. Where, you're kind of, it's either with the options you have, you're either keeping or you really want them gone for the most part. That's the way I feel like it. Danilo, I think we're both keep. I honestly was more on the trail of Danilo. Before last season, I wanted to sell him. I did not like his addition. He didn't bring much during his first year under Sarri. When after that trade with Man City, right? For why am I blanking on his name?
Cancelo.
Cancelo. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, after that, so I was not high on him at all. But then he really stepped up defensively last season. Especially, I feel like he did a lot better early in the season too. I think that was when he really kind of. Yeah. And I loved when I was doing the player ratings. One of the things I loved was his performance. It seemed like I think he and Quadrado both played very, very well when they were moved up into the midfield. Like when
Danilo played holding midfield against Lazio, I couldn't believe what was happening, but it was so good. Or for whatever reason, I was like, "That's crazy that it worked." I'm so happy he did that. I was really happy and very shocked that he was that successful.
When they announced that, I remember when the lineup announced it, I was like, what the hell is he doing here? What's he doing right there? I was like, there's no way. And then he played his ass off. So, I mean, I guess that's where we are right now with that. With Danilo, let's keep him. You'd have to have like a serious offer come for him to even consider it at this point right now. And I just, a lot of these players, hell, look at our team. We don't have a lot of, people coming for any of them. All right, let's move on. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Do you want to move on to our next guy?
Let's get going.
And I think it's your favorite player, and that is Mattia DeCilio, right? Okay, sorry. I was like, is that who's next?
Yeah.
I go ahead. You take over for this one. I've been starting all of them and saying, talking too much.
So if we have Quadrado and Danilo, and we have Sandro and Pellegrini, there's no point of DeCilio playing or staying on the team. We do not need a fifth choice fullback. I know there's injuries that happen throughout the season. I know I was just on about depth and whatever, but he takes up a good portion of the salary, and we can probably have another shitty Primavera player. He'll do the same thing as DeCilio does. I don't care what anyone he's almost 30. He's past it. Everyone at Lyon thought he had a good season for them. And I'm like, I watched some of his games. I've seen multiple compilation videos, and he was ass. So I don't know why people thought that. I'm over him. He needs to leave. That's it.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, same table. Same with you. It's just me. The problem with DeCilio is finding somebody who will buy him. It's our problem with every player right now. I was kind of hopeful that that Lyon may buy him.
Yeah.
But
they wanted to. I was like, what are you doing? No, or take him, but you're dumb.
Yes. Well, right, and at the early in the season though, they were there were a lot of positive reports about him. A lot of saying that he was playing really well for them. It's also they're playing League One or whatever. I don't know, but then I guess he played. Did he stop? Did they pull him, or did he still play all season, or did he end up seeing less and less playing time?
No. He played a good portion of the season. It's just that was a weird story. They thought he was good, but from what I watched, a couple games and from some videos people posted, I'm like, he's garbage.
They thought he was good, and then they were like, oh wait, this guy sucks.
Yeah,
this is not good.
Yeah,
I don't know, even for them. But yeah, it's just, I was really hopeful. That's all I really had to say about him. It's just I was really hopeful that they were going to end up triggering the buy option, and they didn't. So here we are. everybody coming back except for
Buffon and Costa.
Costa, yeah. My brain's not working today, guys. Sorry, I've been sick today too. So, like the video I did earlier today was absolute crap, and I felt like it was. I apologize to everybody. Hopefully, at least me reading off the news got you something. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah.
The next one that we have coming up is Alexandro. When it comes to Alexandro, I mean, the main thing with him is we have him as keep, but the reason I really have him as keep is because there's no other freaking options right now.
That picture.
That's it.
That picture like just illustrates what he's saying. Haha, I have to stay.
Exactly.
Like, we can't replace him because if we sell him, we won't get a good replacement. And if we keep him, like he is who he is, he starts.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying earlier, Gostin sucks, so you don't want him. You only want Alexandro. You're an Alexandro guy.
I have an Alexandro guy, to be honest. I know he kind of sucked. He's not been in the best form recently, but you know what? I like him.
No, he had some games that he did show out a little bit last season. That brace he had, you're way better at picking out who that was against.
Parma.
Yeah, we've said this like 3 times. I always forget that was Parma. Yeah. I think that comes to mind. But then also, like I said, and I bring this up every dang time, but the Porto match comes up to me every time of him just standing in Ronaldo's way. And he literally, Ronaldo probably, he could have scored. I feel like he would have scored that play. And he just, I don't know. He acted as an extra defender for Porto during that match. It was horrible. But yeah, the thing is with Sandro, I mean, if we had another option, a good, solid option at left back, then I'd say sell him if you can get money from him. But sure. We don't have any options. So, I mean, that's the worst part about this. Sorry, I don't want to neglect you guys in the chat, so let me see what you got over here. Danilo isn't even a problem. Keep on anything that can shine. Keep anyone that can shine during the Pirlo experiment is worth keeping. That's from the Fix is Always In. Andrew, he gets going the right with Quadrado ahead of him. Okay. Let's see. Keep as a versatile player. He can play as a right back, left back, center back, and even a midfielder. I think that was for Danilo when we were talking about that. Yeah. Let's see. Not the worst player at Juve, but sell. And that's Andrew Finney, I think, talking about him. Oh, that's
Chilio.
Wait. Oh, that's the Chilio. Holy crap. I forgot. My mind tried to wipe the Chilio from, I was skipping straight from Danilo to Sandro. So that's where we are. Sell the Chilio if someone pays $5 million. If not, sell him. Wait. If not, sell him either way. Is that what you're saying, Mohammed? I agree with that. Yeah, I don't care. Just take him. Yeah. Sell, but he's Allegri's boy. Hopefully, Cherubini can convince him to let him go. Yeah, that is one thing that would worry me is that Allegri will want to keep him. Yeah. So we'll see. I am the ever whatever. I'm always a pessimist. So I have a feeling that both Rugani and De Sciglio will be on that roster coming next season.
Watch how good they play tomorrow.
I swear to God. The thing is, we're probably going to get hype about how or not hype, but like people are going to be tweeting out about how well they performed against.
Just saying that.
Yeah, it's just saying that. And I don't need this hype for bum players.
Yeah.
Okay, Edgar, since we were broke, keep De Sciglio. He is versatile and can play right and left back, and slash wing back. Okay. Mohammed, so De Sciglio's. Okay, that's all right. I already read that one. Okay. Here we go. The Fix is Always In. Sandro, a couple of seasons ago, yes, but just keep him because there's no one else.
Yeah.
Edgar Mulamula, Sandro is a good defender, but poor attacker. So keep. We are broke and can't afford an improvement. Other departments need more sorting out. Yeah. That's the main problem is that, we have the midfield needs to be tackled before anything.
Yeah.
And Locatelli needs to get done before anything happens. Yeah. And then Samrat was asking the best formation for Juve this season. Muhammad said 4-2-3-1. I honestly think it's a 4-4-2. I think the 4-4-2 is an underrated, formation.
I do unshot.
Huh?
I do unshot.
And I just honestly, you just need to get back to the fundamentals, and that's what it is. People want too much. They want too much pretty. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's getting down and dirty is what you need. Anyway, sorry, that was just pissed Gennady off. Anyway, okay, let's move on to our next one. Okay. And we have Luca Pellegrini. And do we have one that we disagree on yet? Is this one that we disagree on?
We're all good.
Son of a Well, we're gonna agree on these, and the main reason we're agreeing on these because the ones that we would disagree on, we have no freaking other options.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like you initially would have said to sell him or like to send him somewhere else. Yeah. Right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong in guessing this?
Wait, so for Pellegrini?
If we would have had another option at left back, say we already had somebody else there, say we have Gosens on the team already, would you have said sell him or keep him?
If we had Gosens and Sandro, I would sell Pellegrini. No problem.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. That's I had a feeling. I don't know. I like to see what I would like to see what he can do.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like because I mean, you see him playing with the talent that he had to play. With last season on loan, but excuse me, sorry. What we have right now, like he's our only option. Hopefully he can be serviceable. That's what I'm worried about. Sandro gets hurt again, and then Pellegrini's playing serious minutes. And what is
You got to trust Chiellini can whip him into shape and say, "Hey, listen to me, buddy. Keep your shape. Yeah. Focus on defending first, and then your attack will come naturally because you're a naturally gifted attacker."
Yeah. I mean, no, and I agree, Andrew. I do. Andrew Finn, can we give this man a chance? I feel I've never ever seen him play ever. I want to give him a chance. My problem is the reason you haven't seen him play ever is because he's not up to par yet.
There's a reason.
He's not. There's a reason you haven't seen him play. I mean, I was on the Pellegrini. I was actually not upset, but I was disappointed when he got loaned out last year because I wanted to see him. Yeah. I wanted to see because here's the thing is Yeah, exactly. Yeah, instead of Formosa, have him play, and that's what I wanted to do. Mainly because also, no offense, like I have a job, I have kids and stuff. Yeah. I'm not gonna have the time to go watch him play every time. Whatever. Was it Genoa? Is that where he was?
Yeah.
Where was? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Every time they play. Muhammad 442 is crap. No, I know it's crap. I was just kidding, guys. Everybody who say 442 is just a joke. I'm not being serious. I'm just trying to piss him off. Anyway, okay, let's see. Pellegrini can say, I can't wait to read people's views on CR7. It keeps me awake as it's 40 minutes past midnight in Kenya. Oh, awesome. You're from Kenya. That's awesome, man.
People's views? Yeah. What does he mean by that?
I can't wait to read people's views on CR7. I guess when we get to the keeper sell.
Oh, like
maybe meetings like that. Or maybe, and then everybody else commenting on it. I would imagine. That'll be a fun one. Let's see. Ari 11 said, "How was his performance at Genoa?" I would say it wasn't good enough to earn to get him, the starting role for Juventus.
No,
or maybe even on the roster. Honestly, unfortunately. Let's see. Pellegrini is a backup since we have no one. I think he's an upgrade to Formosa. Formosa already done. Yeah, to Atalanta. The fix is always in. Will he play tomorrow? I would imagine so.
100%. Right? He'll probably start.
Yeah, which will be good. We can get to see how he does. Sorry. Let's see. Al-Hashmi said, sell Luca in this time will be a loss to Juve. We swapped him with Spinazzola at 29 mil, and his price was 22 mil.
Yeah. So he's saying if we sold him again, we wouldn't get the 22 mil back.
Oh, okay.
Which I agree 100%.
No, that is true. Yeah. Where do we even stream the game tomorrow? Is it on? So JTV's not going to have it till after, right? Yeah.
So Europeans will have the opportunity to watch on Sky Sports. I don't know how that all works though. Like if it's Sky Sport Italia, you'll be able to watch it. I don't know about the other countries. For us in North America, we're going to have to wait or use a different stream, if you know what I mean. For people in like Asia and Africa, I have no idea. You're just gonna have to find another stream, if you know what I mean.
If you know of any of these streams, if you know what I mean, let me know if you know what I mean. That's what I'm asking. Anyway, no, I remember. I was going to go off on a tangent. I don't need to do that. We got a couple more to go. Let's see. We need him to have a higher value because in this condition, his value isn't more than 2 mil. Yep. All right. Let's go on to, let's see. Oh, this is our last one. For some some reason I thought we had more. Okay, that's good. Then we have Gianluca Frabotta. I think you're a bit stronger on this than I am, but we're both sell. And hopefully, like I said, going forward, we'll have some variances in the future, more than likely. But I know you do not think highly of the player.
No.
I personally, he was fine. He wasn't good, but he was fine at certain games. But also, the times he played were not against the competition that Juventus needs to be playing at to win, Champions League. So that's my main thought on him. But he's an option. I mean, he is gone. He's going to be sold to Atalanta. It'll be finished.
Out the door.
Yeah, he's already mostly out the door, so it's a done deal. Yeah, a lot of people say I think it's a done deal until they get the announcement right. Thanks, Mohammed. Appreciate that. He was saying we can find that.
Is there a loud beeping noise?
Oh, is there a loud beeping?
Producer Ale?
I don't hear it.
My background?
Which background? Mine or? Okay, let me check. I'm gonna turn my microphone off. Let me know if it's me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
Alejandro says it's fixed, so who knows what that was. Okay, thanks. Hopefully, I turned my mic back on, so hopefully it wasn't just that, but I think he knows what it was. Anyway, it's gone. I didn't hear it. I don't. Is it
Pjanic buzzing?
it has to be. Pjanic is trying to. He's getting to me. Anyway, so the Frabotta situation, he's out. I don't know. Next time we'll be talking about the midfield and we'll be going on our selections for who should be in and out. I don't know if we plan on doing that Monday when we come back, or if we're going to space these out a little bit.
I think we'll space them out a bit. Depends. Yeah. Because Monday we'll probably be talking about the Justana game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll actually have something actual to talk about, not just coming on here and hoping to have some kind of conversation. Hopefully we'll have that to talk about. Hopefully we'll have some update going on with the situation with Locatelli. I say this every week. I think, by this point about, hopefully Monday, there's something that comes up. And then we got nothing. We'll at least have talks. We know that Dybala's agents will be back in town. I think this is the latest of that. Will be the first he could meet because he has to quarantine. So he probably wouldn't be able to meet until Thursday of next week. And then hopefully we'll have some kind of update on the Ronaldo situation. I'll be honest, when it is myself, I'm going to be very annoyed if this drags out into August and then something happens with Ronaldo.
If he's sold in August.
Then not if he's sold, but I'm just annoyed the longer it plays out, just because you're just hindering so many different spots when it comes to Juventus of who they could be pursuing. Money wise and all that. Or what do you?
I think once he puts on the practice jersey again, and he's back in training, he's not going anywhere. It's too bad at this point. Just from a selfish, as a management group, it's too bad. You had your chance. You took a long ass vacation. I've been seeing some players already back for their team's training already, and this guy gets his own elongated break. Fuck off. Yeah. Sorry.
Right. And
I saw him out training 2 days ago, and they got out almost at the same time.
Yep. Yeah. That's Julian Gianotti at the Ronaldo fanboy 69 on Twitter. But that it is annoying. It is frustrating, especially because I know for the longest time now I've just kind of been, in the spot of he's staying, it's what's happening, whatever. But then before I was like, just tell me what the hell you're gonna do. Especially if that comes back, then I'll be pissed again, and I'll be like, so we waited this whole time and you couldn't make a bleeping decision. I don't.
Honestly, if you sold with 1 week left to go, I don't see it happening. But hypothetically speaking, if he is sold with 1 week to go, that's the worst asset management I've ever seen in my life. Because how are you going to replace that in a week?
Yeah, I mean, it would just be a crappy situation for Juventus overall. Let's see. Carabini is just next week. Merchant Paratiti would bring him already. Juventus. Okay. Then Muhammad said.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I meant to bring that up because I think Clement brought that up, and I apologize, guys. I didn't mean to. I didn't bring it up earlier. Muhammad said Locatelli liked the rumor linking him to Juve. If you guys have not checked, I mean, I think I mean, I haven't checked that, but that's good to see.
Yes.
But also, I think he's been pretty open about, he didn't say it exactly, but it's all the winks that he wants to go to Juve, get it done.
Sure.
It's just Sassuolo's being a pain in the ass, and Juventus maybe aren't, doing whatever they need to just finalize it already.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then, okay, let's talk about that now. Other people asked to comment on. I think I've neglected to comment on it on the videos. I forgot to do it. But yeah, Juventus signed Alessandro. Is it Chiti?
Yeah,
Chiti, a young defender from AC Milan. He's a free agent. So, what are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, so he's 18 years old. It's another Primavera kind of signing kind of deal, but he is the captain in the Italian youth ages, like in the younger age groups, and he's a typical, like, think of Bastoni, from Inter. He's similar to Bastoni. He's decent on the ball, and he's a decent, like, straight up one-on-one defender. So he's 18. We'll see what happens. He might even be better than Rugani already. Who knows?
I would hope. I mean, I don't. That's not a high ceiling.
No.
To me at least. But so I guess my question is: do you think? So when you compared him to Bastoni, what's your personal opinion on Bastoni as a player?
Bastoni,
do you hold him in high regard?
Current state, he's very good for his age. Obviously, we saw he starts for the Scudetto champions, right? So he's left-footed, which is a good thing. It's always good to have the balance. I'm a big balance guy. He needs to be a little bit more tenacious. He's got to have a little bit more bite when he's actually defending. But his on-the-ball work is very good for his age. Again, he's not Delit. Everyone's like, oh yeah, he's probably better than Delit. Blah blah. He's not. Come on now. But he's not that far away, though. He's not as far away as everyone thinks he is.
No. I mean, I think a lot of people I know that I talked to are pretty high on Bastoni as a potential player for, they were hoping like even Juventus would have gotten him before. But like, so, that doesn't sound bad for cheating me. I don't know. He's 18 years old. I don't know much about the player myself besides what people like you have told me about that. So that doesn't seem too bad of an option for the future if he can develop and if he can continue, to grow into that position.
It's all about development, right? So
yeah,
he's 18 years old.
That's the worst part about like getting on here and talking about this stuff is like everything is, it depends if he can develop. That's my answer to most things. It's an answer to almost any player, unless you're getting a veteran. Let's run through some of these. I won't keep you on here too long, but we're still doing pretty decent with the amount of people we have in here. Let's see. Uchena said, thank God Ronaldo did not go. Well, he hasn't gone yet, so we'll see. But then he also says Juventus should bring back Pjanic, and you are getting blocked, sir or madam. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But no, thank you. No, thank you to Pjanic. But glad to have you here. I appreciate you joining us today. And then let's see, because that was a new name I haven't seen before, at least. Maybe I'm wrong. Fix is always in. Kedubini is now no Patatici. I hate your... Okay, I'm done. We're canceling the stream. It's over. I had a few more things to talk about, but I swear to God. Okay, the problem is I get angry at this and I get annoyed by it, but Alejandro... What? Him pointing to it. Sorry, I thought you were... Yeah, sorry. Alejandro actually gets what I want to do here with the trolling and the stuff like that. Like, he's actually doing it to me. The problem is I didn't want to be the one receiving it. I want to be the one doing it to, like, you and people. Yeah. So, damn it. That's fine. It works. You get me mad, whatever you want to do. That's fine. Leave Pjanic up. That's hilarious. I'm just glad he's not. At least he's wearing a Barcelona and not a Juventus shirt in this one. Anyway. Okay, he said, Kedubini is no Patatici. I'm waiting for him to make me eat my words, but I'm still hungry. That's pretty good. Let's see, Muhammad. It's better to upgrade Fajoli than to take Pjanic back. Yes, thank you, Muhammad. I've never agreed with you more than I do at this moment. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay, GTS saw him. He needs protein. He needs, yes.
He's 18. He's not done growing, so yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was the only 18-year-old that like didn't need protein at that age. Well, actually, any American lineman, we didn't need more protein. We were good, or we got enough at least. Is what I'll say. Yeah. If you then Uchida said if you say so, Pjanic is good at free kicks. I mean, I would argue so is Bernadeschi. If that's all we're worried about, like, and I'm not really arguing that Bernadeschi's really good at it, but like, I would put Bernadeschi to take free kicks over Ronaldo at this point, without like how poorly his have been.
That one time.
No, I know Bernadeschi actually the last few that I've seen him take have all been on target. Like Ronaldo's go directly into the wall. Yeah, it's better than directly into the wall.
Yeah,
I mean it's we're arguing minute crap.
Yeah,
it may be crap either way, but it's not. Yeah, I still would. I don't know. You can let me know I'm wrong. Yes, I know there's a smell. Pjanic. Oh, he's gone now. Thank you. Pjanic is gone. Let's see. Ashmi says Samart. Samart. He played this role before in 2014-2015 season once or twice, but we have 3 wingers that will be more suitable to this role: Chiesa, Kulu, and Quadrado. Okay.
Is he talking about? Is he talking about what Samrat said? Because Samrat said, can Morata play the mental control? But I'm going to say no to that. Mm-hmm. And then, okay, so he was. And then he played the role, but we have 3 wingers. Yeah, so exactly. We have Kulusevski and Chiesa that will take that role before Morata will.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, when he wrote that, I thought he was talking about like a player that I didn't know about or something else. I'm trying to remember. I was like, who's he talking about? Let's see. Okay, Ari, any update on Damsgaard? Yeah, we talked about that. Was that 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Juventus isn't getting him this season. Yeah. Thank you, Edgar. I appreciate that. 20 people watching, only 17 likes. Get those likes up, guys. Yeah. That's all I'm asking. Also, get those subscribes up. We're so close to getting to, we got 971 now. We'll see if that dropped. We dropped a couple because I made a comment making fun of people that like Pjanic during our latest video. I don't know if that's what it was. Sometimes it's just the YouTube. Sometimes it fluctuates and it'll replenish it or whatever. We don't know what happened, but basically, I appreciate we're 29 people away from 1,000. I appreciate all you guys for support and being here, especially now. All right, and then the last one we have, Ucheda said, but really Ronaldo's shot is fire. And he also said, how will you guys feel if Neymar comes to Juventus? I don't think Neymar is coming to Juventus.
FIFA's sick, isn't it? I love playing that game.
Yeah, exactly. It's only on FIFA is that going to happen. We don't need to worry about it. Okay, now Andrew, you will be my last one that we can go. Let's see. PTSF before him said Pjanic desperately leaves comments on all Juve players and says, yeah, I have noticed him. He has been very, 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 it's obvious. But I mean, what are you gonna do? But he's also friends with those guys too. Like he's gonna. I don't know. And then Andrew said, do you guys think Kulu will have a better year than last year because of Allegri? 100%. Yes. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say yes. You can talk more on it if you'd like, but I was going to say I think he would utilize him way better than Pirlo kind of did this season.
Yeah, out of necessity, he had to play as a second striker because Pirlo wanted to play in a 4-4-2. So he was already out of position already.
Yeah.
You saw at the Euro Cup, he could dominate games by himself in a world not a world stage. I guess it's a world stage still, the Euro Cup. You saw at the end of the season, he could just dominate games by himself. Coppa Italia final especially, nice curler first goal, good assist on a 1-2 with Chiesa. Just watch out for him. He's going to be a great player. I'm very high on him.
Yeah. So if he's wrong, remember that was Julian Gianotti today. If he fails to be successful at Juventus. Anyway, that'll do it for us today on today's show in our stream. Thank you all for joining us. Be sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also hit that bell icon to stay notified. Keep up to date with all of our channel. We'll have more videos coming up. We've got Transfer Meter on Monday and Tuesday, I believe. Otherwise we'll plan on doing lives. I think our live Tuesday of next week might be a little bit later. It might just be me. I'm pretty sure, but also I'm out of town. Yeah, it'll just be me on Tuesday, but I'll also be coming from out of town, so it may be a couple minutes late. But anyway, we appreciate you guys checking in with us. We'll see you all next week. Thanks.